Hello, 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 hello. Good morning. How are you doing? It is so wonderful to see you, my dears. My name is Zoe Baraka. It is so good to see you. What a wonderful Tuesday it is. Luckily, it is not snowing. We've got rain today. Yay! Hopefully, the rain melts out all of the icy snow and the weather gets better. So I'm excited about that. It is so good to see you. Welcome, 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 welcome to the show. It is Tuesday, so obviously, we're going to be on the Dear Daughter page, and of course, the what should I say, the project or the show is the To My Younger Self show. It is an amazing, amazing, amazing time today. Listen, as always, I am not able to see you, so please do as we always do. Go in there in the comment section, say hello, say what's up, say good morning, give me a fist bump. Like they say now, give me a YouTube touch. Or no, it's not a YouTube touch, it's a Bluetooth touch because of COVID and stuff, right? So yes, please, please, please do that. Let me know where you're watching us from. Hello from Ghana, or hello in Ghana, hello in Nigeria, hello in Hi Abna, how are you? Good morning, Big Sis, how are you? It is so good to see you. If you're watching from Kenya, let me know. From Lusaka, Botswana, South Africa, Russia. I've been getting a little bit of flack. They say, why do you mention Russia so much? So I'm going to try to, well, I love everyone in Russia too. So yeah, Afghanistan, the Middle East, wherever you are, just say hello. Let us know where you're watching us from. It is so good to be here. Today, I have an interesting storyteller. I know her by the name of Philippa, and also by the name of Sedi. Sedi is short for Sedinam. I have known Sedinam for, we were trying to figure it out this morning. It's probably 13 years, but I want to say that it is more than that. We think it is 15 years tops. We met in film school. Mind you, when Philippa first met me, she absolutely did not like me. She did not like me one little bit. The funny thing is, I was oblivious to her dislike to me. But as God would have it, he kind of orchestrated things, and somehow we became friends in film school. She was a year ahead of me in film school, and we became really, really good friends, and we've held on to that friendship for all the way from Ghana all the way till today. It is such an amazing friendship. She's cried with me. She's prayed with me. She's laughed with me. She's done all kinds of stuff from me. Hello, Akosia Sylvia from Suffering. It is so good to see you. Hi, Carol Akinyi. It is so good to see you. Thank you so much, our august storyteller from last week. Thank you so much. So going back to Philippa, we've just been like sister friends. Hi, Laura. So good to see you. Thank you for joining us all the way from Florida. So anyway, I am not going to say a lot of the gushy stuff, but can I just say this? If you're looking for a loyal friend, I think every girl should be blessed with a Philippa or a Sedinum. I have had this girl in my life all these years. You know, the kind of friend you have when you don't even finish telling her the story of who you're fighting with, and she says, where that person is, let's go fight. You know, and then it's after the fight, she says, so tell me what happened. That's Philippa for me. You don't need to finish the story. She will fight with you and then ask you what happened later. You know, so yeah, I'm going to bring her out from the green room, and she's just going to jump right into the story. All right, here we go. Hello. Hello. Hi, can you hear me?
Hi.
Oh my God.
Hello, can you hear me? Can
Yes,
you
I
hear
can
me?
hear you now. Yes. Are you having
I
some lag?
can. Can you?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
All right.
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, I think there's some lag in the background. I'm not sure what's going on.
Okay. Do you
Yes, I
maybe want to
can.
take off your
I think
earphones
there's a
and see?
few minutes of delay, well, few seconds, I guess.
Oh, okay. So can you hear me now?
Okay, hold on. I think maybe because I'm checking on Facebook as well. I don't know. Hold on.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, I can.
All right. So can you hear me
Hold
now?
on. You know, a girl is blind without her glasses. So let me put this on and see if there's something wrong with my sound. I'm not sure what's happening. Um, okay. I can hear you now. I
Okay.
guess I had to put on the glasses to be able to see what was going on.
Well, yeah, duh. That's what you needed the glasses for. So
Yes,
can you hear me now?
I can hear you absolutely clearly.
Okay, for a minute there, you sounded like you couldn't hear me at all. Well, welcome to the show.
Thank
Finally,
you.
it took us all of I don't know how long, but what 6, 7 months to get you on here.
Girl, yes. Wait, is there something happening in your sound background?
There
I'm
is
hearing.
something happening in your sound background.
Oh, Lord
Maybe
Jesus.
lower your sound a little bit.
All right, give me a second. Oh my gosh. See, this is what happens when you talk with a blind girl who needs her glasses.
Go on and wear your glasses,
Is it
please.
okay now? Oh my gosh. All right. This is terrible. This is not how we planned this to be.
Absolutely, but you know what? Filmmaking is hard, isn't it?
Oh Lord.
Well, in the meantime, hello, Yidana. Beverly Ross says good morning. Sylvia says, hi, Sedi, you look beautiful. Yidana says, hello, hello, hello. Yidana is saying hello like they say it in whatchamacallit, in Ghana. And Lola is watching us on the YouTube
Hi
channel.
Lola. Hi
Hello,
Lola.
hello, hello. All right. Listen, I gave you your introduction, but I doubt you heard it. You're going to have to hear that later. So we're going to jump right into the storytelling time. So, yeah, like I always say, hit it.
Okay. So are you sure the sound is okay though? And
This
my
is
glasses,
perfect.
okay. All right. Awesome.
Yes.
Okay. So my first story starts from when I was in Liberia. As you know, I was born in Liberia and I
Mhm.
was there until the war started.
Right.
So this story had to do with when the war started, or even before the war started, there were these rumors that we were hearing. This was back in '89. So I was really
Oh,
young
wow.
then.
You were
And
young.
sorry?
You were young.
Yes. And we started hearing, so we used to listen to VOA a lot, and we would
Hmm.
hear about, like the war. It started in what Liberians would call the interior. So it's like, like it started from around Ivory Coast
Hmm.
into, they started to creep in gradually to the capital of Monrovia. I don't know why we were still there. When we started hearing this thing, we should have left. But
Yes.
somehow we stayed on until they eventually came to the capital, Monrovia. And
Hmm.
then it was Charles Taylor and his rebels, but they kind of split into two. So one faction was the Prince Johnson faction. Now
Oh,
they
yeah,
were
I
the ones,
remember that.
yes, they
Mm.
were the ones who actually captured Monrovia.
Yeah.
Now, when that happens, as war goes on, there's food shortages, schools are out, hospitals are closed. Like, there's so many things that you can't get access to.
Hmm.
So, this story had to do more with food because there was food shortage. We didn't have a lot of food to eat, girl.
Hmm.
um, there were some days when we would go to sleep with just a slice of bread and water. And, right now I'm just remembering it and it's just bringing back a lot of emotions
Hmm.
to me. Imagine just going to bed as a little kid, hungry, and wondering, if there's going to be food the next day.
Hmm.
And at the time, my brother and I were living with my mom. My parents were not married, they had us, and we're living with my mom, and my dad was living. It wasn't too far away from where we live. We could actually walk there.
Right.
But because of the war, they had all these barriers that were set up. You couldn't just go through without, IDing and things like that. So at one point, and back then cell phones were not there, so you couldn't call, you couldn't text. It was crazy. Utilities were down, so many crazy things. So when our food supply started to go down, my mother was like distraught. She didn't know what to do. She didn't know how to reach my dad. But somehow, and I just think it's God, my dad, just I think the day before we had our last, like rice, that was
Right.
because Liberians like rice a lot. My dad showed up to our house and he had food with him, but it was hidden. Now, how he was able to get through those barriers without one being questioned or the food being taken from him, because the rebels were like always, like if you had food, they would take it from you. They would tell you, my man, we're fighting for y'all, so we gotta eat.
Wow.
They kept saying that they were fighting for us. They call themselves freedom fighters. I don't know what kind of freedom because the country was free before. So I don't know what they meant by being freedom fighters. And they claimed that because they were freedom fighters, they had rights to food and we didn't.
Mm.
That didn't make sense to me, but hey, I was little and I was just so grateful that my dad was able to bring in food. And he did that a few times. Sometimes when there were actual fights, like bullets flying, I
Mhm.
don't know how he did it, but he managed to do that. And the lesson that I learned from what my dad did was sacrifice. Like he could have been shot, he could have been hit by a stray bullet, he could have been stopped. He like anything could have happened. And the fact that he was carrying food, but somehow they never realized that he had food on him and he was able to bring the food to us, it's just a blessing. So I just wanted to share that story with everyone because things happen in life. I could have been dead. I
Yeah.
probably would never have met you.
Oh my
Here
God.
we are,
What a
because
tragedy.
my dad loved us and he
Mm.
could have also left. Like I said, he
Yeah.
wasn't married to my mom, he
Mhm.
could have left. He had the opportunity to do that, but he didn't. And because he didn't, here I am today, with you all sharing this story. Initially, I thought I was going to cry, so I actually brought it, but I guess I went over the story in my head so many times
Many,
that,
many times. Wow.
yeah, so.
Wow. I've heard bits and pieces of this story as our friendship has grown. You're growing up in Liberia and
Yeah.
all that, but it's never been that close. I'm now sitting here wondering, I wonder where he put all the food on his body parts, How
Girl,
did he hide
so
them?
I think he could have put it, like covered himself, because at some point I remember I would see him, he would look very funny when he came.
Uh-huh.
And then when he's going back, he had to look like that again, because to cross the barrier, if you came as a fat man, you have to leave as a fat man. So, but I was too young
Wow.
and, to actually remember. And I had to call him the other day to get more clarification of the story, because my mom told me this story.
Mhm.
I think one point I was mad at my dad, so she had to tell me that. Do you know what kind of sacrifices that man made for you?
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, yeah. So
Wow.
African dads, they're actually great people, So
They
all this
really are, and
respect
they will
and
kill for their kids.
yeah,
Another thing, I didn't really intend for to my younger self to be a platform that raises African fathers, because there's already another platform called Dear Daughter that I
hmm,
do that. But it's turning out that this platform is slowly becoming one of those where
yeah,
almost everyone who comes on has one or two stories that after they tell it, you realize, oh, wow, there is so much that the African man has not been given credit for
hmm,
because of what the Western culture has been doing. They've been vilifying them and
yeah,
calling them certain things that they're not. And it's up to us to tell our story so that, the rest of the world can know or hear and
yeah,
actually experience our fathers in a different way. So,
yeah,
wow. Thank
yeah.
you for sharing that. And hopefully
Oh,
you didn't go through too much emotional
you're
trauma.
welcome. So,
My God.
moving to my second story, it also
Mhm.
has to do with a man in my life, but this time
Okay.
my grandpa.
Okay.
So, because of the war, we had to move to Ghana.
Hmm.
And my dad, you know, unfortunately, we left my mom. So
Mhm.
my dad, but she came later on, but that's a different
Yes.
story, which we're
Mhm.
not telling today. Uh, so we went to live in Keta in the Volta region with my
Mhm.
grandpa, and my grandpa was like an World War II soldier. So you should imagine disciplinarian. Oh my
Mhm.
God, this man.
Did
So
they used to call him Soja?
they used to call him Red Lion.
You know,
And we
every
actually,
veteran in Ghana is called Soja Man.
well, we called him General. He
Mhm.
wasn't a general, but we called him General simply because he went to war. So Grandpa
Mhm.
was, if you go to Keta and you ask of General, everyone will take you to my grandpa's house.
Okay.
So we lived in his house. Now, this house, mind you, was on a stretch of land that it wasn't wide, but it
Mhm.
was long. So our
Okay.
house was very long. It was in like in three sections, and each it had two bedroom in each section. So imagine, and then there were French windows. So when you come down from the road to our house, you see 12 windows, like French windows in the line. So we used to call the house like 12 window house. And if I had a chance to name the street or the lane, I'll call it 12 window lane. But that's also another story. Now, when I was about 13, 14, I discovered boys. You know, when we all discover boys, like we're like, oh, we're in love. And even though we didn't know or understand what love is. Now, there were these African American boys who had come from, the US. For some reason, their parents decided that Ghana was the place. They were not Ghanaians, but
Mhm.
Ghana was the place they needed to come. And when they came there, I had a crush on one of them. We're like about the
Mhm.
same age. Oh my God. Then I thought he was like the cutest thing ever. And so, but we were going to the same school. And the only way we could communicate was either when we're walking to school or when we're walking back. And
Mhm.
we'll plan that, oh, we'll meet at the library today or we'll meet at the library Friday after school.
Mhm.
So when we go to the library, we'll meet in a group, go to the library, and be there. Would you believe 30 minutes into library time, grandpa would show up at the library?
Oh my God.
Grandpa would show up at the library. So the librarian knew my grandpa, like
Uh-huh.
everyone there. Immediately we showed up, they'll be like, yeah, your grandpa will be here in 30 minutes. So
He would
apparently,
show up.
apparently when we're walking to the library, he'll be behind us. We wouldn't know. Girl, he was checking us, making sure that we were not messing around, which is a good thing,
Mhm.
because things turned out great. Now, one other thing he would do is, because our house is in three sections, they were in the middle.
Mhm.
When you are going to the main gate, you have to pass in front of grandpa, and grandpa was always sitting reading a book facing his door. When you pass, young lady, where are you going? And you're like, you're like, grandpa, I'm going to fetch water at the well, because the well was at the
Right.
near the gate. So you had to carry a bucket. Now these young American boys, we had this thing where when they were coming, they'll do. It was a sound like an owl. I can't do it. It's like, ooh, they would do
Okay.
that to
Right.
let us know they were coming, because we didn't have phones to text each other.
Right.
Right?
Oh my God. That's like
So they
kasap.
would do that, and I would hear it because we were at the end of the house. So then I'll
Uh-huh.
hear it, and then I'll grab a bucket. And when I'm passing, Grandpa didn't ask me, but I'll be like, Grandpa, I'm going to fetch water at the well. And then I will go to the well, fetch the water. I'll take my time and fetch it and make a lot of noise so grandpa knows that I'm actually fetching water at the well. And then I'll go and open the gate slowly and then go and sit outside with these boys and be chatting. And of course, grandpa expects you to come back with a bucket of water, right? So
Right.
if you don't come back, the next thing you hear is Philippa. And I'm like, yes, grandpa. Who opened the gates? Like, grandpa, it's me. Are you people sitting outside so the young men in the areas can know that there are beautiful girls in this house? Come inside. Come inside, my friend. And so I'll have to come in and tell the boys bye bye. But then they'll run to my window, like the window at the end of the house. So then the rest of the conversation is through the window. But this story just reminded me, even though at the time I thought grandpa was being a little too harsh on us and didn't give us the chance to
To hang out and
chat,
have fun.
yes, hang out,
Yeah.
because we're not allowed friends. People, no visitors, we didn't go anywhere. Imagine just going to sit at the door. They say, "Are you sitting there so that men will know that there are beautiful girls in this
In this
house?"
house.
But
Oh my God.
it just brought back that he cared about us enough, because there was a lot of teenage pregnancy around, back then.
Mhm.
There wasn't much to TV. It's not like these days where our kids are able to entertain themselves. We couldn't entertain ourselves. You either read a book
Mhm.
or you slept, because you couldn't even watch TV. Girl, look,
God.
we only watch the news.
Yes, at 7 o'clock. Dun, 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 dun.
We only watch the news. We only watch the news. So I think, the lesson that I learned from that was grandpa was just trying to protect me from, the harms of teenage. Our hormones were raging. We thought we were in love. We thought we knew stuff. So he was just trying to avoid us, either getting pregnant or doing stuff that we shouldn't have done. And Baraka, if you remember back at school, right? Like when we had to go out, sometimes I'll be like, I feel like my grandpa will come and visit me.
You were emotionally scarred. Like when we would be
Girl,
at this
yes.
house or dancing, and you're probably looking behind me like, I think Red Lion is somewhere around here.
Yes, yes, and we call him Red Lion because his hair is just so. Jada's hair is actually like my grandpa's hair, and he was also very fair. So, and
Mhm.
because he was a disciplinarian, so he was the lion, and then he had red hair, so Red Lion.
Abanejewa, and she says, "This is Ghana Broadcasting
And
Corporation."
Cruella.
Dun, 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 dun. And the best part was that little sound that it did. Beep, beep,
Yes,
beep. As if the last one was the like, now it's time to
of
start
course.
the news.
Of course. But the good thing too is then it instilled in us also to read, to listen
Mhm.
to news, to know what's happening. Because
Yes,
there was a lot of VOA in my house,
yes,
BBC,
yes.
um,
CNN at some
CNC.
point.
And
Yes.
BBC back then, I used to listen to Ben Doche Malo,
Oh
who now
God.
is all of us our Facebook uncle, like Ghana's
Yes.
Facebook uncle, Uncle
Yes.
Ben.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so
Yes.
yeah.
True. True. Oh my God. And I think there was another guy called something Bannister. And every time I would hear the name Bannister, I would get very excited because I thought Bannister meant a wall, you know? So why is he called a Bannister?
Wait, isn't a banister that thing like on the
I
stairs?
don't know. It
I
just
think
sounded
that's a
weird.
banister.
My
Well,
name is Richard Bannister. And I would just be like, oh, Bannister is
oh my god. Yeah, but
oh my
those were
God.
fun days, and it's
We
made
have
me
so
who I
many.
am today. So,
Mhm. Wow. So how did the love story end?
well, that love story, girl. Look, I think so. We were together till they left. They
Uh-huh.
somehow had to leave for Accra,
Mhm.
and then we lost contact. When I was in secondary school, I met this girl who actually lived not too far from them, so she connected us again.
Oh,
Yes, girl. And then we dated until they had to come back to America and we lost contact. But girl, remember, well, I was in level 200 then, and you
mhm.
were in 100, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know where he got, and I didn't have a phone then. He got my roommate's number and
Mhm.
called me. And somehow on his birthday, he surprised me. He flew all the way from America and came to Ghana
To
to
surprise you.
spend some time. You remember? I don't
Yes.
want to name names, but you
Don't
know
name
who I'm
names,
talking
but
about.
I know that whole
He's a
spiel.
married
Yes.
man now, so I don't want no
Uh-huh.
trouble.
Yes, I know. But oh wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Grandpa did everything though.
Oh, grandpa tried everything, but it didn't work out.
Oh my God, there's so many comments on here. I wanted to go read a few of them. We
Okay.
had our good mornings and all that. And Yudana says there's a calm after the storm. Wait patiently for the calm so we can hear out Sedinum or Sedi Avevo.
Oh, I think
Okay, I
when
think he was
when I
talking
started
about
to
when, yes. And he, oh, Yid, my uncle Yidana. He says, are you the Liberian girl Michael Jackson sung about?
Iberian girl. Yes, but mine is
um,
half like they say half Igbe Liberia. So
you be have. I need to hear you to read some of these comments in your Liberian accent, please. Go
okay, let me
ahead.
see. So I think I see the one from Yida, and I said you had to stay to experience what you are sharing with us. Invaluable lessons.
Ah, one more. We need a
Okay.
longer one. We need a longer one. Here, go,
Oh my gosh. Okay.
go.
Also, wow, Yida is really representing today. Go
Yeah.
you.
Ooh.
All right. So it says, curious how dad carried the food. It must have been raw food, which you then cooked later, right? Dad sacrificed a lot, but must stay dads, and most often it's as though they did not love us. But trust me, they will literally die for us. We only get to understand it fully when we witness their defense or sacrifice for us. See, I still got it.
Oh, woo, look at you go. That Liberian is right inside of you, though.
Girl,
Oh my
Liberian to my
goodness.
core.
Yes.
LIB till I die, you know?
Oh
And
my
Ghana also,
God.
you know, I love Ghana, you know?
Yes,
So,
you do. And you love Liberia. You're a woman of two countries, now two continents. Amazing. Amazing.
yeah. So I call myself a Liberian Ghanaian American
Well, hey,
because I can.
you can. Wow, Lola says cute love story, perfect for post Valentine. We didn't even think
Right?
about that.
Right?
Yes,
Right?
yes. Elsie, my big sister Elsie. I love you, Elsie. Thank you for joining us. She
Hi,
said,
Elsie.
yes, you have to read this one for me in Liberian.
Okay, so red, Liberians will say red. I don't know why it's red. So, Red Lion sounds like a legend.
Mhm.
These, this is an Ewe word, so unfortunately, oh, the Liberian just came.
Uh-huh.
All right, so Red Lion sounds like a legend. These Tugbies were special. Yes, my grandpa was
Was
special.
definitely special.
He was.
Yes.
I miss him so much, even till this
Oh.
day.
Yes, yes. And one last comment. There's so many amazing comments. Sylvia says here they try to be strong in front of us, but deep down, I know they love us, and that is true.
Yeah.
And Yidana has a very interesting nugget here that I think you should definitely read with your Liberian accent. Go.
All right. So Red Lion reminds me of Red Hunter, the man who helped establish the Mole Dagbani kingdom. Oh,
Wow.
he was
Okay.
definitely establishing a strong woman. Yes,
Huh.
he
You
was.
have to come back on this show and educate us
I
on this
do. Girl,
Red
you know
Hunter
I got so
person.
many stories to share with
I
you in the
know.
world.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow. What an amazing discovery. I did not know. I
I
know.
know,
Yes.
right? You don't know. You have to tell us that story.
At some point, well, Yidana is definitely going to be coming back. But Sedi, thank you so much for sharing.
Oh,
Lola
oh,
says,
oh, Baraka, can I my blog site, can I say it so people can go read me?
yes, yes, please, go ahead.
Okay, thank
Yes.
you. So I have, I do a lot of writing. So if you want
Mhm,
to know more about me, you can actually I have a blog site. It's called Sedimentally. So Sedi, Sedi, then
mhm.
mentally. So it's like sentimentally, but
Right.
sedimentally. So
Mhm.
it's sedimentallyyours.com. And go read all about me. I have fun stories there. I'm sure maybe one of these days we'll do something and then I can read out one of the stories. So
Mhm.
my daughter says she likes it when I write and how I read it out. It sounds like I'm having a conversation with someone. So yeah.
Right. Which is true. You have amazing stories, and I just put it down right under on the ticker. It says
So
sedimentallyyours.com.
it's all one word,
Oh,
sedimentallyyours.com.
I do apologize for that, and I can definitely correct that right this
Awesome.
minute. The beauty of internet-based, all that good stuff. So here you go, sedimentally yours.
Thank you, Zoe.
I just did it, sedimentallyyours.com. You guys can definitely find Sedi on there. And are we done with our story time?
Yeah, I gotta go wake Jada up because school starts in a few minutes.
Yes, you're right. This is the era of a parent being a teacher at the same time. So I do understand. But thank you so much for coming on here and giving
Thank
us so
you for
many
having
memories.
me.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. Elsie is a reading connoisseur, and she just said that I will go check the blog out. Well done, Sedi.
Thank you,
Vanessa,
Elsie.
beautiful. There is so many people here just giving you a lot of love. Beverly Ross
Oh,
says, beautiful story. Guys, we truly appreciate all of you for just hanging in here with us and just talking to us. Seti, thank you once again. And I am just about to sign off. I just wanted to share real quickly that we are definitely moving to YouTube slowly. So please find us on the YouTube channel. You're going to see it right beneath the ticker. It says find us on the YouTube, on the To My Younger Self channel on YouTube. And definitely please subscribe. We want to be able to migrate entirely by the summertime, okay? All right. Next week, you have me, your storyteller.
whoop, 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 whoop.
Coming to you live with more fantastical stories. I'm trying to get a few other people in the lineup, and actually, it turns out Sedi is going to be one of my producers. So, what? She's trying to connect me to a lot of African. We're trying to do a tapestry of African stories from all around Africa. So, hey, do you know anyone from Algeria? This is me making an advertisement. Do you know anyone from Angola? Do you what?
Yep.
All the African countries starting with the letter A, please hook them up with me, connect them up with me. We want to hear stories from all across Africa. Let us tell our own stories so
Right?
that others don't tell our stories and make them something else that they're not. Okay? Alrighty. Once again, my name is
Love you,
Zoe.
girl.
It has been an absolute pleasure. Please enjoy the rest of your week. And I will actually, did you have something to say?
Sorry?
Did you have something else you wanted to add?
No, I was just saying I love you and I'm so grateful that you're doing this. So, um, let's get it on.
Yeah. All righty. All right, guys. It has been an absolutely amazing time just hanging with you guys. I am definitely going to see you here next week. Once again, my name is Zoe Baraka. It has been an absolute pleasure. See you again next week. Have a lovely time. Bye bye.